Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the Master Grade 1/100 scale Buster Gundam from the Gundam Seed storyline. Now, when I first watched Gundam Seed, I was a fan of the Buster Gundam. It was actually probably my favorite of the five Gundams, of the five first Gundams from that series. And I was a big fan for a while, and then I just never really got a model of it. I wanted to get the 1/100 scale non-grade for a long time, but I just never did. And then the Master Grade came out, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I just never really got around to actually buying it. And then one day I was in a model shop in Japan, and I saw this picture of the Buster Gundam and the Dual Gundam standing together with each other, and they were just kind of just standing there, not doing any kind of action pose or anything, but just standing, and just the way that they were posed and the lighting of the photo looked so awesome. At that moment I realized that I really needed to get on buying this one and then this one and the Dual Gundam as well, so that I could try to recreate that pose on my shelf. It was really cool. If I can find a picture, if I can find that exact picture, I'll try to find it and then put it into this video there. But if you're not seeing that picture, I'm sorry, but I couldn't find it. Anyway, now I finally have this model, and I got this for a kind of special reason. This kit was provided to me by MindFenix Hobby Store. Now, what they've asked me to do is actually to make a video comparing a Bandai product to a bootleg product. So what they did was supply me with a Bandai Master Grade Buster Gundam and then a Daban version. So what I'm doing for them is just comparing the two kits in terms of their quality and stability and things like that, basically to show why building and buying Bandai products is always the better bet. So I think most of you guys already know that, but there are some people out there, of course, who do like to buy bootlegs or occasionally do buy bootlegs, and they may have their own reasons. But for that video that I'm producing for them, I'm just going to be comparing those two. Anyway, for you guys here on my channel, I'm just going to be unboxing this one and then only reviewing this one. You're not even going to see anything about the Daban model here on my channel, so sorry if you're interested in that, but this is really the only one that you should care about anyway. And it's almost exactly the same, other than just the slightly lower quality. So anyway, let's get to unboxing this. You've been staring at this front of this long enough. Let's take a look around the bottom of the box. Here we can see some information about the Buster Gundam, a front and rear view of it. That's one thing about this Gundam. As I said, this Gundam, I mean, you don't even have to get it in any of these action poses for it to look good. I think it just looks really awesome and intimidating just kind of standing there. It's really well designed. The proportions, the balance of everything looks really good. I do really like these Master Grade Seed kits, just based on how they're very well made. Though I haven't actually built any of them yet, so I can't really say too much about that. Here's just about some gimmicks of the guns, the missiles in the shoulder, the arm that you can mount the guns on, the gimmick of being able to combine the two guns together to make the big giant super gun, some markings, and then just the figure seated inside and standing. All kind of normal Master Grade stuff. Here around on the side, we've just got kind of the same thing as on the front. And then here a advertisement for something from Gundam Ace, Gundam Seed Remaster Comic, and then Gundam Seed HD Remaster series on Blu-ray and DVD. Or maybe just Blu-ray. Anyway. And then here's just a little bit more about the Buster Gundam and the style. There we've got the art that I'm guessing that was the art used for making this model kit, and then the others in the series, in the GAT series, and then this model kit was sold or was listed at 4,000 yen. Let's go ahead and open it up. Here in our first bag we can see there's our stickers and foil stickers and dry transfers on there. Bag number 2 has some green and tan parts, and then there's our polycaps in there as well. Bag number 3 is pretty simple, just one runner of some gun parts, large gun parts. Bag number 4 is just a couple of smaller runners as well. Bag number 5, here we're seeing a lot of our inner frame and gray joint and frame parts in there. Bag number 6, some more inner frame stuff. All there. And finally, bag number 7 is once again more inner frame. So a kit that's got a lot going on for the inner frame is always good. That means it should be pretty stable and it's going to have a lot of really cool details and everything inside of there. Taking a look at the manual next. I do like the look of this manual, how they've just taken the cover art and just kind of wiped out the background, just made it white, and then with the white here on the side, it does look pretty good. Here around on the back, just a front and rear view, nice big pictures there of the painted kit, what you want to go for if you want to go for the kind of official colors here, and then here's our color guide. Color guide for the mobile suit, and then color guide for painting the pilot as well if you want, so that's pretty cool. And then I guess here is just the 1-point technique of using a panel line marker or some sort of panel lining with no lining compared to if you want to line it. So if you did want to do that, we'll open it up to the center page first, so I can give you just some more looks here about the pictures, stuff we saw on the outside of the box, information about the mobile suit and its weapons, gimmicks, and all of that. Some pretty cool CG art there. And then just, once again, the same kind of stuff we saw on the outside of the box. In the front, some more information here. Of course, it's all in Japanese, but then something about the story and the other suits in the series and the pilot. He was one of my favorite characters from the series as well, actually. But I'm not really that much of a Seed super fan as other people, but it's okay. I mean, it's not terrible. Here's a little bit, just some kind of tips, usual kind of tips about how to build cutting your nubs properly and all of that. And then here about how to use the dry transfer decals. So that's pretty cool. They show you how to do that. On the runners, I think some of these runners will be copied, as I know some of the Seed kits do share a lot of parts. So I'll be interested to take a look at that because I am seeing some X's on here. The B runner, there's a few X's and a couple there, a couple there, a couple there. So there are going to be a handful of some extra parts, and then here on our polycap sheet we do have a few X's there as well, so we'll have some leftover polycaps as well. For the construction, we're starting off with the body, and this is apparently one of those manuals where it shows you for all the runners you need for the particular step that you're on. So for example, we're building the body unit now, so these are the runners you need for the body, but considering that's 8 runners out of a total of maybe like 12, I don't really know if that really helps you all that much, but here's going through with the construction of the body. Not really all that much, because then we're moving on to the head, and that was pretty quick. Then we're on to the arms, and there's that, and then on to the legs. Going through there. I gotta say, I'm very much looking forward to building this. It looks like a really, really nice kit. Onto the waist, putting that all together, then onto the weapons. Some really big parts there. Continuing on with the weapons. And then how to mount the weapons, and how to mount the action base, and then equipping the weapons, and handling the weapons and all of that. And, well, a little bit more of that, just using all the weapons. And then finally, on the last page here is where to place the seals and stickers and dry transfers. Well, not the stickers, not the foil stickers anyway, that's during the construction. That's it, let's take a closer look at the runners. Okay, starting off with the foil stickers, pretty minimal here. As we can see, there's the sticker for the eyes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different stickers that all look like they're going to be different cameras for the head and weapons of the mobile suit. So quite a lot of cameras there. Then we have our sticker sheet, which I normally don't use, but I think I will be using in this case because of the reason why I'm going to be building this video, as I said, is a comparison, so I need to compare the sticker quality as well. But these are pretty nice, actually. Again, it would be nice if they were water slides, but either way. If you're not going to be painting your kit and you just want to do some kind of minimal work, these are one way to at least make your kit look a lot better than just straight without any stickers anyway. And then we have our dry transfers too. Dry transfers do work quite a bit better than stickers, but still not my preferred method. I still do prefer water slides, but other than water slides, these are the definitely the second best option for you. Then we have a pretty large polycap runner here, PC130 and 130B down there. It's very large, but not really a whole lot of polycaps on there, and as we saw in the manual, there's quite a lot, maybe 7 or 8, 6, 7, 8 polycaps that are actually going to be omitted. So not a whole lot of polycaps in here, which is pretty good, or it might be good. I guess we'll see once it's all together. But there's that. In fairly typical Bandai fashion, our A runner here is multicolored with 3 different colors here. This orange here, which is very, very nice, kind of reddish orange. I like that color quite a bit. And then this kind of very light beige color. I like that color quite a bit as well, just because it is a nice break from the normal white we're seeing on the majority of Gundam or lead mobile suits. Of course, this is not the lead mobile suit, but being one of the 5, it's just nice that it does have some nice color difference there. And then of course here we've just got some clear parts. Those are going to be mainly for the head and cameras, things like that on the mobile suit. Kind of nice that those are just plain clear, so if you wanted to color those, you can color them in a different color. This runner is specifically marked for the Buster Gundam, whereas about half of the runners in the mobile suit are kind of generic for the Mobile Suit Seed or the GAT series. Here's our very odd-shaped B runner. Now this one, as I was just mentioning, is specifically marked Master Grade 1/100 scale Seed X armor. So this is not specific to the Buster Gundam, but this is some runner that I guess they were using that can be used for multiple mobile suits in the GAT series. Runner C is pretty small, only 4 parts on there in this very, very dark green color, and these appear to be all the parts for the feet basically, and once again it's marked Master Grade Seed X armor, so not specific to this particular kit, but for the Seed GAT series. Here's another strangely shaped runner. Here is the D runner, but this one once again is marked Master Grade Seed X frame, so instead of X armor this one's marked X frame, so they are going to be all using, or at least some of them using the same frame or some varying parts, so maybe some other units might be using these parts here that have been omitted on this runner. But here we can see just some joints, hands, and some other kind of normal frame parts there. The E runner is more ABS Seed X frame, and just some more frame parts there. We can see for the legs, the feet. Here's our chest piece with some very, very nice details in there for the seat in the cockpit. That's pretty cool. Everything looks very, very good. Some great details all around. Would definitely make for some great inner frame painting for those of you who like to do that. Runner F is also continuing with the X-frame ABS gray plastic runners, and this is just going to be, once again, just more inner frame parts. Runner G is, you guessed it, more ABS gray frame, but this one is actually specific to the Buster Gundam. This is not from the X frame, so these parts are going to be specific. And just once again, more inner frame parts and some great detail all around. Looks very, very good. Runner H is the last of our inner frame parts, but once again this one is also specific to the Buster Gundam, so this is not part of the X frame runners. And this is it for the inner frame, but that was quite a lot of them. From now on, these are all runners that are going to be specific for the Buster Gundam, so I'm not going to keep mentioning that every time. Runner J is just some more of the dark green parts. There's some parts for the chest, torso, shoulders, and cannon parts, as well as a few other parts on there as well. Runner I is more of that beige color, just a lot more of our outer armor parts here. And then Runner K is some of our larger parts and smaller parts as well, but these are all mostly parts for the guns, of course, as you can probably tell. And these are also looking very, very nice. And I lied before when I said we had the last of the inner frame, because this is our last runner now, Runner L, and it is more inner frame or just kind of gray detail parts, so no shortage of frame parts here. It's going to be quite a complex and fun frame to build, I think. I really like building complex frames, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to that. So that is it for unboxing the Master Grade Buster Gundam. I now have to go build 2 of these and produce that video comparing this to the Daban version. But for you guys, the next video that you'll see will be just the review of this kit, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.